Hey, everybody. My name is Christina Jensen, and I am an independent advocate with Green Compass Global. And I signed on primarily for the discount. I am in this really to help people with any type of issue, physical, mental, emotional, and sometimes spiritual. I'm a pastor as well. And I just want to report back on what my use of CBD after a week is. I am not a professional in the medical community. My viewpoints are simply my own, but I thought it might be helpful to hop on and give a just a snapshot of maybe what is possible after a week with CBD. So my again, I signed up as an advocate. My starter came about a week ago. I'll do an unboxing video of that on a separate video. The products I'm using mostly are in my starter kit. I ordered one separately from that before from my sister who got me to join. And I'll start actually with the dog. I ordered from my sister and got this. It's, let's see if you can see it here. Well, it's okay. It's a little bit hard to see, but anyway, this is the THC CBD CBD hemp extract for pets, 250 milligrams. My dog Max is 54 pounds. He's a pug border collie mix, if you can imagine that. The shelter said it was a long-legged pug. I'm not sure quite what I believe with that, but anyway, Max is about 10, 11, 12 years old. I'm not sure, somewhere in that category. He has horrible arthritis, and he was really just shaking when he sat down and hesitating and shaking. It took him about 5 to 10 seconds to sit down. And he's been on the longest of any of us. This came in my starter kit, but I also made a separate order previously when my sister started selling it. What I really love about Green Compass is that first of all, they're in North Carolina, which is where my mom is from. So I love that. Second, they produce a really clean CBD. It's all organic. They test the soil and the plants at every stage of the process. On the box and you can see the QR code on the bottom of the bottle. You can snap that with your phone and you get a lab report that is done by an independent company that tests the quality of the product of every single bottle that they produce. So I love that. It's made in the USA. About 80% of hemp, I learned, is sent to us from China, and China uses it to clean up the soils. They clean up the toxicity of the soils from all the stuff they dump in their soil, and then they sell that hemp to the US, where consumers buy that and are basically ingesting Chinese cleanup products. And that's not okay. So there's a real safety issue here with any hemp. So I really enjoy that, the peace of mind that comes from knowing this hemp is clean and safe. So the pets, anyway, so back to the results. So Max is getting good quality hemp. His shaking is done. He just sits down now. At first, I started him on 1 milliliter, and he would hesitate, but he wouldn't shake as he was sitting down. So it still took him about 3 seconds. So his time in sitting was cut in half. Now he just sits down. He is calmer. He's mellower, but he has developed his old pastime interest in barking at the neighbors again, which is annoying, but it's also good to see. But he looks so good to the point where I'm going to start taking him on walks again. So I'm really grateful for that. I'll go with my kids next. We have hemp both in isolate, which is the THC free, and full spectrum. I got 2 THC free 500 milligram. Let's see. Nope, it's not going to show in my kit. So there's citrus flavor and there's natural flavor for the isolate. Sophia wanted me to put her name on there. So there's Sophia. She would not take medicine. I have to say that. She would not take medicine before. She would throw it up. She takes this just fine. So I want to give a shout out to the company for that. She said, it just tastes like those. And she pointed to oranges. She's 6 years old. First of all, look at how clear this is. Oh, need to hold it a little higher. Can you see how clear that is? That is amazing. The clarity and the clearness of the oil is an indication of the quality. So that's something that you want to look for if you're looking for this. Sophia is a really sweet kid, but she deals with anger just like I did. And she just gets really angry and just sour sometimes, for lack of a better word. She's just been a much happier kid in the last week. And even my husband, who's very, very skeptical, wants to see the research, wants to know this isn't just a crock of you know what, has noticed a difference in Sophia and the dog. So he's started to take it too. My son has started to take it just in the last couple of days because I realized, oh my gosh, our whole family and the dog except him is on it. So at first I just didn't want to leave him out. And as I've learned of the health properties regarded, I thought I really don't want to leave him out. He needs this stuff. It's a good supplement for everybody to be on. It's like taking multivitamins. It reinforces your natural body's processes because our body naturally produces a substance very much like cannabinoids. And so this helps the system in so many different ways. And I won't get into the science because I'm not a scientist, but maybe I'll do some other helpful videos explaining what I've read. But it's just amazing. And so he's been getting better. He's actually started to get better sleep, felt more rested in the morning. He's not getting up as early, which I love. He's sleeping. He used to get up at like 5:30 in the morning, but now he's sleeping into like 7, which is such a victory for me. Yay. So I have a happy dog. This has just been a week, mind you. I have a happier daughter. Is she perfect? No. And she's still kicking her brother, and she's still getting angry at times, but she's a happier kid. And I have a son who's not getting up at 5:30 in the morning anymore. He's 9. He's getting up at 7. So thank you already, CBD. It's been a week. For my husband, I'll go next. He's on the 100 or on the 1,000 spectrum. You can kind of see that. And again, I just want to show you how clear this is. This is mint. It's mint and natural. So full spectrum is with the THC 0.3, which is legal in all 50 states. You can't have, in some of it, you can't have more than 0.3, but you can have 0.3. So this is a product that has the 0.3. So it is legal to purchase in all 50 states. And what I've noticed for him, he almost doesn't want it to work because he just does. I don't know, but he's less grumpy in the mornings. He's less grumpy and he complains less about all of the things that hurt. So I'm like, yeah. So it's just nicer for me. I don't know if it's working well for him, but I'm enjoying being around him more. So there's that. And then there's me. I'm taking the 750, and we also have a 500 dose for the adults, but this is really what we would recommend anybody who is dealing with more issues than just wants a better night's sleep and again, it's just clear. The flavor is a really nice, just mint. It's been a week, you guys. Here are the things I have. I have diabetes. I'm still learning to properly manage it right now. I have sleep apnea. I have migraines. I've dealt with migraines for about 25 years. Depression, general anxiety. I've had PTSD in the past. And the first thing I noticed was I felt rested when I got up. I felt more rested in the past week than I have in the last 10 years of my life. I felt happier and more mellow. And it's just this feeling of being cared for and being calm at the same time, that everything is going to be okay. And like my kids will be fighting in the next room. And instead of being irritated, I'll just be okay with it. I'll just be okay with it. It's okay. Um, I I noticed myself saying yes to my kids more. Like before, they would just say, they would ask me to do things with them. And I'm reticent to share this because I feel really bad. And I don't think I've talked about this, but Samuel would ask me to make a video with him. And he has these little Playmobil figures and he's making little movies. And I would do it, but I would be reluctant. And I've noticed myself saying, "Kids, do you want to play board games? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?" And actually really wanting to be present with them instead of just going off and working on my computer. I didn't know I didn't know that I could feel like that. So that's an indication to me that maybe my depression wasn't under control as much as I thought it was. And I'm on tons of meds for that. I take 13 medications. And all the pharmaceuticals, sometimes, you have to get on them. It takes 3 weeks for them to get an effect, and then there's the dosing and all that. And it's not to say that this doesn't take some time too, but for the first time in my life, I'm genuinely wanting to be present in my kid's life in a much higher level. And also the things that used to get under my skin are not getting under my skin anymore. Also, I'm not anxious about the future. I feel like I can think clearly through problems. I can think clearly through the anxieties. Can think clearly through what do I really want my purpose to be? And you know what it is? This is what it is. I'm a pastor in the ELCA and I love being a pastor. I want to help people get over their suffering by not just praying for people, but helping people to find the answer to their prayers. And I don't think that this is the sole answer to anybody's prayer. And I can't say that, especially after 1 week, but I do think this can help. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, so this is going on kind of long, but the other the other thing I want to just say is I have a vision. This has impacted me so much that I have a really big vision now. In the next year, this is December, what day is it? I think it's December 6th, 2018. By the end of 2020, I want to have helped through whoever's watching this video, whoever I encounter in trade shows, whoever I end up and people through me. Anyway, I just want to end up touching 10,000 people's lives in 1 year to have a greater quality of life through CBD products, through Green Compass, and also impact 250 people's financial futures through their business opportunity. Now, that is a big vision, but I know it can happen. And why? Because again, I am tired as a pastor of just praying for people. I want to start being part of the answer to people's prayers. And I want the same for you. So I'd like to ask for your help. If you're watching this video and you know of somebody that you think can be helped, like me and my family, could you send them my way? I'm going to put some information on the bottom. I have a Facebook page. Send them to the Facebook page. From there, they can message me. And from there, you can see my information. Please, let's get in touch. I want to see people's lives improve. I don't want to be praying for your relief from suffering as a pastor. I want to be walking alongside of you as you transform that suffering into hope, as you transform that pain into leaping, right? Because here's the deal, is that what I know is that we were made for an abundant life. We were made to make things better. We were made to experience joy. There's enough suffering in the world. So I hope you'll join me in my vision of making this world a better place, starting with Western Pennsylvania, which is where I am, and going beyond in a big way because it's worth it. You are worth it. Those you know are worth it. So let's do this. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'm just going to put my Facebook group in, or my Facebook page here. Sorry, below here. So thanks for that, for waiting for that. And have a great day.